This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Hall versus Hall. You all have been married and together for 8 years and have 5 children together. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why do you believe your wife is cheating?
I think my wife is cheating because one day I came home and I was cleaning up and I went to the closet and I'm like, oh, she got us something. So I'm digging in the back of the closet and I find a bag, go in there, some sexy underwear. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know, she buys stuff, shows it off. Hey, babe, I got this for us later on, blah, blah, blah. So I checked the receipt and I'm looking at the date like this is like 2-3 weeks ago. And I'm like, why is it still in the closet? So I turned and I asked her and she told me she just bought it. And I'm sitting here like, you just bought it, but I'm just not, the receipt say 2 weeks ago. We get to arguing, fighting, she get to yelling at me.
So you think she's using those fancy panties for somebody else?
Yeah, and still had tag on it. So that means she was saving it for a special time so she can go out, wash it, go out with them.
Ms. Hall?
It's just, I went shopping to get panties. I'm not allowed to buy new drawers. You buy new drawers. It's just me going shopping as a woman getting
And I show you.
particular underwear
Look, babe,
to entice
like
him
them?
with.
Okay, what other reasons do you think she's cheating?
All right, well, I'm very good with my cleaning. My house smells like potpourri. I got Airwick spraying everywhere. It smells good. So, and I smell good. So when I come in the house and I go in my bathroom and I smell musty private parts smelling like you done had a guy up in my house or something, cause I would know. I get on my porch, somebody knocks on my door and probably leaves 20 minutes later for the neighbors. I'll step on the porch and be like, who's over here? Who's standing here?
Wait, so you
smell cologne.
You're saying your nose,
cologne or something. So,
your nose is good enough that you can smell.
my house is that clean where if it ain't linen fresh. And then I asked her about it. She say, oh, that was the cable guy. And he asked, can he use the washroom? Well, I'm like, well, you know my rules. No men in my house and no one using my washroom.
Okay, so you talking about not even servicemen can come use
yeah, but if he got to use the washroom, he can go outside.
So you just think it was another man in your house with your wife?
Yeah.
It was the cable man. He asked, can I please use the bathroom? I can't hold it. I was like, yes, sir, it's right there. Go ahead. You know, he has to use the bathroom.
And no other men?
No other men at all.
Okay, what other reasons do you think she's cheating?
The one time she denied me about sex was actually like 2 or 3 times. First of all, you a horn dog. 2 days go by without us having sex, you flipping out on me and the kids. It wasn't like on the regular, but hey, me? No, that don't make sense.
So if she's denying you, then that means there's something else going on with somebody else.
Well, you know, they say that that's one of the clues, Cutler, is that when someone changes their sexual patterns, that there is support that they might be cheating. So I can understand why he thinks that.
Your Honor, can I say one more thing, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Since he cheated on me, we've been butting heads. We can't see eye to eye on anything. And it's like, I still feel that same anger or hurt that I felt 2 years ago when he cheated. And it's like everything's starting to come back. Like the flirting with the same lady that he cheated on me with, like she's in the picture as his baby mother. She's not going anywhere.
What happened in the past?
4 months after we got married, by the way, he cheated on me.
4 months into your marriage? Mm-hmm. Okay, what happened?
Well, we was going through a eviction thing, and I had to move in with my mother and my children. So I was staying with them, he was staying with his friend, and that's when the cheating started.
But how did you find out? What happened?
I was coming to pick my son up to take him to his grandmother's. And he told me out the blue, he was like, Jasmine was just over here. And I'm like, what you mean? She stayed the night with Dad. And I was like, really?
So 4 months into your relationship, into your marriage, you're back with your ex?
I was living with, I got a roommate. Me and my guy got one of our, another place together, turned it into a little party house for a minute. And she was with her mother, so it was like opportunity.
You on vacation?
Yeah.
So you all had to find somewhere else to stay. She went and stayed with her mother with the kids. You and your buddy got a place that you all turned into a bachelor pad, basically.
Yeah.
See, it's funny how, he could do whatever he want to do and hurt me and all this, and I never did one thing to hurt my husband. I love him. I've been with him 8 years. He's the only one I want.
How'd you get up over that?
You know what? That's why I think all the arguments is still going on, and I'm being so confrontational because I'm not over it. And now I got to come to the conclusion if I want to stay in this marriage or if I want to go.
So you think he's still cheating with his ex?
Yes.
Why?
Well, like when she called, he's going in the room, closing doors. He's bringing her name up when we're in conversation about something totally different. It's like she just keep getting thrown in my face.
So she just lingering over
She's just
your
lingering
marriage.
around.
Well, she's seen this movie before. She knows how it plays out. You've seen this, you've seen his behavior, and now you're seeing that all over again.
It's like I'm getting a repeat.
But what else is going on? What else is
Like
fueling
Valentine's Day. Let me bring up Valentine's Day, for instance. Me and her was going back and forth over him. She messaged him at 1 o'clock in the morning while he was still at work, asking what he's doing. And I said, why are you messaging my husband? You know he works late. Like, what do you want? She want to meet up with him, I guess, hotel room, strawberries, and have the whole romantic night with my husband.
At 1 o'clock in the morning on Valentine's Day.
1 o'clock. While I'm waiting, I'm on my computer, waiting for my husband to get home like I always do. And boom, I see her messaging.
Why is your ex even in the picture on Valentine's Day if you're married?
All right, now this is my baby mama. I don't know why she was even. I was at work, so all this going on between them two, that's something they need to resolve. Cause I ain't.
No, Mr. Hall, no, you're not getting off like that.
Your wife understood that this woman was the mother of your child, so she expected to have to share you in terms of you being the father. Fatherhood, that's fine, not your manhood. And that's what she's trying to get to.
It's been a long time since I've had an ex.
Yes, it has.
And you're saying, yes, you messed up in the past, but currently you're not. I know good and well if some ex texted me, Facebooked me, did anything on Valentine's Day, this one is going through the roof.
Yeah. And
I better run for cover.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna take you with me.
I can't control another person's movements. If she decides to get on the phone right now and send her pictures, it's my fault. I can't stop the girl.
If you're encouraging it, and that's the part I'm trying to get to.
He can't put her in her place.
I don't even have to call the girl about the child.
All right, here's the thing. If you put her in her place, she would stop it, because she know it ain't no chance in the world. And that's what you haven't done, because you kind of like it.
It's like he's not taking responsibility because he's told me that he can't be in the same room with her for a certain amount of time without wanting to have sex with her. And I'm like...
Isn't that me being responsible? I'm being self-aware of the situation. I'm saying, look, babe, so I know that we have a certain chemistry, so I don't want to be put in that situation.
But it's one thing to have sexual chemistry when you're in a relationship. It's another to say, you still make me hot. That's a whole nother animal.
I mean, it's no different than watching
on
TV and she say, oh, he's hot.
Wait.
I couldn't be in the same room with the actor.
Okay, Mr. Hall.
Yeah, but she has never had a relationship with that actor on TV.
Exactly.
That isn't somebody real. We're talking about somebody real.
If you and your ex have extended alone time together, you still get hot for her.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you were with your ex alone?
Last time I was with my ex alone was when that whole thing happened a couple years ago.
So you're telling this court you have not had sex with your ex since 2 years ago?
Since 2 years ago.
They don't act like it with all the flirting and the going in the room, closing doors.
You think something's going on?
I know something is.
Well, there's his side, there's her side, and there's the ex's side, and she's here. Ron, would you please escort her in, please?
Yes, Sean.
My name is Jasmine McCurry.
Ms. McCurry, what is the nature of your relationship with Mr. Hall?
We used to date 9 years ago, which today, as of now, we co-parent.
Have you been intimate with Mr. Hall since he's been married?
The time that she knows about, that's the only time that I have been intimate with her husband.
Tell me how this came to pass that you ended up sleeping with Mr. Hall after he was married.
Well, he led me to believe that they wasn't together. So that's why, and so he goes and he can do whatever he wants, but she allows it, or she believes whatever she wants, whatever he tells her.
I didn't allow anything.
But he led you to believe that he was separated
Yes.
from his wife.
Yes.
And so based on that, you all hooked up.
Yes.
You talking about the time when you popped up when I was there and you was acting like you was dropping your son off when you was really coming to see him? That's the time you talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
You know, Mr. Hall, when she walked in, I saw your body language change. Your whole, you reposition your body.
That's his muse, he says.
I didn't say that now.
That's what he
not-
says.
But
See, that's what
you
he's,
allow-
it's like you
I
can bring
didn't
her
say
up
that
to me
now.
and disrespect me. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm getting tired.
Well, you allow him to disrespect you. I don't
I
disrespect
don't
you.
allow nobody to disrespect me, honey.
I don't-
I
I
don't.
don't even- but-
I don't deserve any disrespect on any level from you. I deserve more respect.
Right.
Ms. McMurray.
Okay.
Mr. Hall has testified that he can't even be in the room with you for an extended period of time. That it's that much chemistry between you. Does he ever do anything inappropriate?
I mean, when we are together, everyone, I mean, she might turn her back. We might be a little bit too close. As far as he might be trying to touch up on me. Just get real close, try to hug.
And you're not doing those things
No.
to him.
No, ma'am.
And you're not pushing up on him.
No, I'm
Lies.
But
she
he's
said.
trying to push up on you.
Yeah.
Do you believe that if you would allow it,
It would, yeah,
that,
it would happen.
that it would happen?
Yep.
He would sleep with
wanna-
you.
If I would allow it, yes.
Mr. Hall,
Are you pushing up on her booty?
No.
You know, when she comes over, what do? Y'all don't stay inside our house. Y'all have to walk down the stairs and go all the way in the front where I can't see you.
Well, you decide not to walk with me.
Why do I have to do all that? I should be able to trust you, right?
Then you should be able to trust me when I'm walking into the car. That's all I'm doing.
Right.
Now, Miss Hall,
Yes, Your Honor.
he's got some concerns about you. I mean, we're talking about him, but he's got some concerns about you.
Exactly.
You're denying him sex. You're buying sexy panties. They're not being used for his benefit. He apparently has this great sense of smell, and the house smells like
I
other
take
men
care.
when
I
he
have
comes home.
7 children in my house, okay? I have 8-month-old twins. I have a 2-year-old. I have a 4-year-old. I have a 5-year-old. I have a 9-year-old. I have a 13-year-old. What man could come in my house and do anything with all my kids? You think I'm the type of mother that's gonna have other men around my children and disrespect my house? I'm not gonna do that.
well, to get to the bottom of this, the court has had both of you undergo a polygraph examination. Ron, could you please escort Mr. Eccles into the courtroom?
Yes, Sean.
Good day, Mr. Eccles. How are you?
Fine, Your Honor. How you doing?
Right.
Good.
Your team performed a polygraph examination on both Mr. and Mrs. Hall, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, we did.
And you have the results for both.
Yes, I do.
Let's start with the results for Mrs. Hall's polygraph examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mrs. Hall was asked, since being married to Mr. Hall, have you had sexual intercourse with any man other than him? What was her response?
Your Honor, her response was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful.
Mr. Hall, she has not been with any other man. What are you thinking?
Well, guess I gotta apologize. I'm sorry. But, you get so much things piling up on you. Like they say, you can be the cause of your own fear, so.
Well, here it is. You've apologized for accusing her. Do you need to apologize for any other behaviors of yours?
Before we get to your results.
I told you, I'm cool.
You're good.
I'm good.
All right, let's go to his results. Mr. Hall was asked, other than the one time in 2015 that your wife is aware of, have you had sexual intercourse with Miss McMurray? What was his answer?
Your Honor, his answer was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
Sorry.
Wow,
I
I
apologize.
can't believe that. I can't believe that.
You're happy to hear that, I presume.
Yes, I'm ecstatic to hear that.
All right, and there was one last question.
Mr. Hall was asked, other than the one time in 2015 that your wife is aware of, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife? What was his response to that question?
His response was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
Miss Hall, he said he didn't have anything to worry about, and it shows he was being truthful. He did not have sexual intercourse with anyone other than the time that you know about.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess it was my past, the past insecurities, the affair. I guess I just got to my head.
So you came here for answers, both of you, and you found out that you all are in this marriage. You're doing the right thing.
You all have been together for 24 years. You're married. You have 6 children together. And I understand, Mr. Mora, you have recently moved out and you all are now living apart. Is that right, Ms. Mora?
That's correct.
You've opened this case. Tell me what's at stake here.
Your Honor, just everything we put together, all the years we've been together. You know, he's cheated in the past, and we've gotten over that. You know, we built a life together with our children.
So are you saying that if you find out Mr. Mora is cheating, you're done? You're gonna throw away your marriage, everything you built over the 24 years you've been together?
I think it's time for me to start thinking about myself.
So you're gonna put you first if this happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's time to start thinking about me.
All right. And how does it feel? I mean, that's a long time. I mean, we've been together 37 years, but at the 24-year mark, that's a long time. So how does it feel knowing that this is potentially in jeopardy?
It's not very good. It doesn't feel very good. But, you know, when you have to deal with seeing things that, you know, are happening, like he doesn't come home, and then pretty soon he doesn't come home for days at a time. And then, you know, and the next thing you know, you find glitter on his face and glitter on his thighs.
You start to say, okay, enough.
Yeah, there's a time when you gotta say enough is enough.
Well, Mr. Mora, you know, she says you cheated in the past and she feels that, you know, it's coming back again. She's seeing it again. What do you have to say in response to that? Are you cheating?
No, I'm not cheating.
But
how does it make you feel to be accused of cheating?
It made me feel like I ain't nothing, you know.
Why did you move out?
Because every time that I come from work, she accuses me of anything, you know. And I'm tired of being home and be tacky on it, you know.
So when you come home from a hard day's work, you feel like you just get attacked.
Yeah.
And being accused, and you're like, I need some peace.
Yeah.
So you have moved out of the home because of that.
Yeah, I moved out of the home because we got our children, and our children told us, you guys don't even be together, so, and, you know, I'm tired. I just tired of, you know, be coming home tired. I just want to take a shower and relax. You know, when you're married, I believe it, when you're married with somebody, I believe it, trust.
I agree that you should have trust.
And when I told her that I don't know where it comes from, she should have trusted me. That you don't trust me, you don't believe me.
But the only reason I'm like that is because you've given me a reason not to trust in the past.
All right, now Ms. Mora, you said you found glitter on his face?
On his face and on his thigh.
Oh.
Face and thigh. Okay, how did that happen?
He came home and he was getting ready for bed. I noticed on his face, you know, there's a little sparkle coming on his face. As he was getting into bed, I said, what's on your thigh? You got glitter on your thigh, too.
So, Mr. Mora, where did this glitter come from?
I really don't know where it come from. I know they ain't coming from no woman because I ain't been with no woman. But I do know that I deal with a lot of trash.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm working on Nesty's house. I already show you the picture.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
I work with Nesty's house, and I wish I would have taken a picture of the house where there's glitters all over the floor. And when I blow that with my blower, it'll, you know, out of the window, it'll get in my clothes, it'll get on me, you know.
Okay, but you know what, Mr. Mora.
And not coming from me hugging on a woman and all that stuff because I don't got time for this.
Okay, but Mr. Mora, look, I'm a craft girl. I love to work with craft, glitter, all of that. It only gets where it touches. I've never found glitter under my clothes.
Maybe we had to use the bathroom. It was on his hands. He used the bathroom while he was working, and, you know, that's possible.
Well, now that's a good argument, Mr. Cutler.
Yeah.
Do you have any other facts that support that Mr. Mora is cheating?
I went to go help out a friend who was getting into some trouble, and she handed me her phone so I could make a phone call to a family member for her.
Okay.
And I look at the phone, and there's text messages between this person and my husband.
What?
And I open it up, and there's text messages talking about, oh, I want to take you out when I get some money from him to her.
Mr. Mora.
Okay.
Why are you texting this other woman about what you're going to give to her?
Okay, I did text that to her, but before I did that, she forgot that she was using my phone, texting my friend to come and see him. And my friend was texting her, come and see me, don't tell nobody, don't tell that. And
Okay, wait, hold on, Mr. Mora, hold on. So you admit sending the text to her friend?
I did it, sending the text because, you know, two can play the same game. She did it before I did.
You're saying that you text her friend just to get back at your wife?
Yeah, because they were trying, she was meeting with my friend behind my back too.
So you're deflecting. You know what?
The only reason I knew that because the text message was on my phone that she forgot to erase it.
No.
Have you ever had sex with this woman?
Never.
Have you taken her on a date?
Nope.
It says you want to take her out.
Well, I didn't say that. I want to take you out, but we never did it. I never did take her out.
Did you see text messages that were a bunch of text messages over a period of time?
Yeah, there was several text messages. They had been texting for a while. And the person that he's talking about saying that I text that person or that I was trying to, that person was long gone by this time.
Okay, so these text messages that you saw from him to your friend said, I want to take you out. What else did they say?
Yeah, I love you. Saying I love you back. And at the end of it, she made sure to put on there, make sure you delete these messages.
Mr. Mora. Okay, you're texting this woman all these messages, I love you, I want to be with you, I want to take you out. And then she tells you, she's responding, and then tells you, make sure you delete all these. That has all the signs of something wrong.
Well, hold on now. You know, because I believe it. What's the evidence?
The evidence is the text messages.
It's the word to word. You know, she can say whatever she want to say. I can say whatever I want to say too. You know what I mean? But I never told no woman that I love her beside her.
Here's the thing. All of these, I don't have that definitive piece that makes me go, okay, I get it.
Something doesn't smell right. I mean, is something going, I mean, do you have any other reason to believe that he's cheated?
Well, yeah, he came home one night when, you know, after we had gotten into bed, we were getting ready to get romantic. I'm down to do some oral, and I smell perfume.
You smell perfume?
Yeah.
So...
Not your perfume?
Not my perfume, no. And it certainly wasn't his perfume. This was definitely not a manly scent. It smelled like flowers.
Something didn't smell right, did it?
That's what I'm saying. It didn't smell right at all.
The only reason she said that because she forgot what I look like or what I smell like because we ain't been together for like 3 months. We ain't had no sex.
Do you normally smell like flowers?
Oh, look, I always using my deodorant. Every time that I take a shower and I'm gonna be with her, I use my deodorant and I put it all around me every time. So she might but smell that, but she probably forgot what I smell like.
Mr. Mora, I mean, after 24 years, you think she forgot what you smell like? Y'all been...
We've been together for 24 years.
Well, and moreover, Cutler, it smells like flowers. That's just not a thing. That don't burn. I mean, I would think
It don't burn.
I gotta ask you, Ron. Have you heard of using your roll-on in your private area? Is that a new one for you?
I worked in the jail for 12 years and never seen anybody do that.
Okay. All right. It's just not me.
No.
Okay. All right.
It was a cover-up.
How do you feel about the fact that Mr. Mora has moved out the house, got his own place, because of your accusations?
You know, I don't think it's because of my accusations. I think he moved out to do what he wants to do when he wants to do it.
Because you were saying that before now, he's been coming in later and later and later. Now he got to worry about when he come in, doesn't he?
Right. So now he don't have to worry about coming home. He don't have to worry about who's coming home to his home.
Yeah.
You know, his friend that he says goes around with all kinds of women. He don't have to worry about them coming around, you know, being at his house.
Mr. Mora, do you have this apartment so that you can do what you want to do with other women?
Oh, man, the only reason I moved out of my house because who want to live with a person that call you afterward big words, call you useless. All I do is work, I work 7 days a week. But who want to be with a person that they own you all the time?
Okay. I think we've heard enough.
Let me tell you what we got. The text from Mr. Mora and Miss Mora's phone. And then the killer being delete. Please delete these. The other is his private areas smell like flowery perfume, and she thinks it's either another woman's been there or he's covered up from another woman.
And we got the glitter.
And we've got the glitter on his face and his thighs, and he's moved out. And for all these reasons, Mr. and Mrs. Mora's 24-year marriage is at stake. She's like, I gotta look out for me. I can't continue to do this.
Well, to sort all of this out, this court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call licensed polygraph examiner Kendall Shull to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Shull in.
Kendall Shull.
Good day, Mr. Shull. How are you?
Great, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. It is good to see you.
Good to see you.
You conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. Mora.
I did.
You asked Mr. Mora, since you've been married, have you had sexual intercourse with the woman you were texting and whose phone your wife had in her possession? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
There's a little smile from Miss Mora. You also asked Mr. Mora, the day your wife claimed your penis smelled like women's perfume, did you have sexual intercourse with someone other than your wife, Mrs. Mora? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
All right. You finally asked Mr. Mora, since you've been married, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife, Mrs. Mora? What was his response?
Your Honor, on this question, Your Honor, on this question, he said yes and confessed.
All right, Mr. Mora.
It happened not too long ago before we came to the court.
All right, so here's the thing. Have you had this sexual encounter since you moved out of the house?
No, it's after I moved out of the house.
After you moved out?
We was not together.
So after you moved out, since you moved out the house, you've had sex with another woman?
Yeah, after I moved out
We're
the
still
house.
married.
Yeah.
You're still married,
married.
Mr. Mora. Just because you are physically separated, trying to figure out what to do with
Still
your
married.
marriage, that's not a free reign to go out and just, have a bachelor pad, have a party.
You know what? They want to shoot me for that. It's okay. Things happen. I had a few drinking with this woman, and it happened. Oh, I know I was truthful to her for too many years, and I worked hard for her, and I give her everything that she wanted. And she didn't appreciate it. Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Mora, do you not want to be married to Mrs. Mora anymore? Are you done?
I'm done.
You want a divorce?
Yeah. Yeah, because I can't live it like this no more. I know I'm not the perfect man in the world, but I just want to be living my life in peace.
This is a 24-year relationship.
I know.
You're married, you got 6 kids, and you're throwing all that away?
It's because my kid is not little anymore. This is the time for me and her to have fun and live a life. But it's not working that way. The thing is, when me and her have sex or whatever, she's over here on the phone and the internet, and she don't pay attention to what I'm doing or what we're doing. We're starting doing something, and then she go, oh, hold on, wait a minute, my show's on. What kind of thing is that? You know what I mean? She made me feel like I ain't nothing no more.
Do you still want to be married to him?
Of course I want to be married to him. That's like my right arm, And he says he doesn't want to be married, but yet anytime there's an issue or there's a problem, he comes running back home.
the look on his face and the determination with which he said, I want a divorce and I want peace, tells me that you all are probably done. And so, you know, maybe that's what you all need to do. Maybe y'all need a true, real break. Not only like a break to think about it, but a break to do you. Maybe you'll figure out, golly, we should have done this sooner. Or maybe you'll figure out, oh my God, I had the right person. Let me go back to him. But what I do know is at this moment, y'all are done because he's done.
Yeah.
And as sad as that is, it's better to figure it out and get on with your life.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Knowing that he slept with somebody else, I'm done anyway.